Obidients have argued, convincingly and correctly, that look, we've proven a lot of people wrong. They say that without structure, you cannot win elections in Nigeria. But without structures, see all the votes we got in Lagos, see all the votes we got in all over the country. Fantastic. But I ask you this. There's an Igbo saying that the person who uses a mouse trap sets a mouse trap in order to catch a chimpanzee. The trap will actually catch the chimpanzee. But you know the problem? The hunter will neither come home with his trap nor the meat of a chimpanzee. You got all the votes, no question about that. You won Lagos, I believe you. Did those votes come into your pocket? No. Why? If you know the answer to that question, are you doing anything about it? So it's okay to announce that Peter was... Oh, look, they are just wasting the time they need to prepare for the next election in speech making, in self-adulation, and in what you might call conversations that are not going further down. They are wasting the potential and possibilities of that movement. And also, I'd like to comment briefly, if you recall in the last election, look, Labour Party is correct in saying we know they give shishi. But I'll ask that party to make a distinction between mandatory expenses and discretionary expenses. If you send me to go to the market and buy you groundnut, and give you the money for the groundnut, but no money for transport, you say, oh, I'm a volunteer, I love you, but I may get tired on the way. And the danger is that your enemy may give me a ride, and I'll say, wait, why am I even suffering all of this? They have to recalibrate the conception of I know they give shishi to mean we will not bribe or spend money to subvert the process, but we'll deal with necessary costs for those who will work for us. I've had to run a program. You know, the program was a youth program, and it was even in his state. The youths, we had so many volunteers. I said on the budget, the ushers are going to be paid 5,000 per day. Somebody pointed out that, you know, they are volunteers. I said, fantastic. All of us can pay our bills. These are young boys and girls with no real means of income. They'll what will it cost us? Let them know the value. The reason is that when you pay them for the cost of moving around, you'll be able to separate those who are greedy from those who want to work. But when you force everybody to pretend to be nice, oh, I don't eat. Meanwhile, he's carrying a spoon in his pocket, watching out for any stray plate that nobody is watching so that he grab a few grains. That is the part of the problem of that party and that group and that movement. It is good to be organized. It is good. Even now, there's no narrative anymore. That conversation must migrate the personality of Peter Obi out of conversation into the ideals that a government run by him will represent. That's number one. Number two, they must develop legs on the ground. Number three, and most critically, they must structure their funding clearly and tie it to specific things that enable parties to develop. It's not whenever there's anything to be done, you begin to find out, oh, this person will have to buy the ticket for him, so remove him from the list of those who are traveling. As long as they go on like this, they will also contest in 2027. No, they will participate, but they will not contest. That's in the element of the Obidient movement, Peter himself, and the rest of it. They are not preparing to displace APC because you're talking about a party that used fantastic strategy as opposition, demarketed the PDP comprehensively, demarketed Jonathan comprehensively, sometimes without data, claiming, oh, once we come in, we'll have $1 to $1. Successfully did that. He came to the primaries, contrary to everybody's expectation. Tinubu got the ticket. He came to the election. Oh, so he's a walkover. How can he? He has lost. He won the election, no matter the means. People are still seething with anger about the method, but the truth of the matter is that if you're going to displace or take on such a person, prepare for the fight. If you want to go into boxing or wrestling, prepare for wrestling. Don't go and prepare with wrestling skills for boxing. Then when they defeat you, say, oh, the man was too violent. Are you not the one who said you want to fight? So I think this delusional element of hoping that applause from the people will give you the presidency, it will not. That, oh, I'm nice, it will not help the obedient movement. That movement needs to sober up, impressive as it is. It needs to develop more legs on the ground. It needs to also make sure, that those are some of the points to put on the table in this regard.